Are you ready to transform your summer into an epic splash-tastic adventure? Say goodbye to wasteful, single-use water balloons and hello to the ultimate in reusable, eco-friendly fun with reusable water balloons. Check out the link in the video description to get yours on Amazon today.
The family of a mother who was murdered by her jealous ex were told by police the killer's warnings that he would stab them and plow his car into their home were empty threats. An inquest has been told. Reagan Tierney, 27, was killed in her own home by Daniel Patton, 31, in a horrific murder-suicide in Salford, Greater Manchester, in 2019. An inquest at Bolton Coroner's Court heard on Monday that Ms. Tierney's sister Shannon Tierney had told police that Patton had made threats to her family during an argument while on a night out in April 2018. Shannon told the 999 call handler that Patton had threatened to stab her, her partner, and their child, after they had spotted him out when he had told Ms. Tierney he was staying in. When police did eventually attend Shannon's house, the court heard the incident was logged by one officer as a two-sided argument with empty threats. Officers were given no information about Patton's previous violence towards Ms. Tierney, which included a conviction after breaking her nose in 2012. The court heard how Shannon dialed 999 in the early hours of April 22, 2018, after an argument broke out between her and Patton. She had raised concerns with the police due to Patton's history of violence and coercive control towards her sister. The 999 call was abandoned that night. However, the court heard that Shannon and her partner called Greater Manchester Police 3 times across the following 6 days, asking to make a statement. In those calls, Shannon reportedly told the call handler that Patton had nearly killed Reagan in the past, and that she was sick of calling the police about him. But it wasn't until April 28 that 2 police officers visited Shannon's house. Sergeant Claire Bailey and Detective Constable John Morris were working as response officers at the time, and told the court they had been asked to attend a concern for welfare at Shannon's house following the dropped 999 call. They said they had not been given any information regarding the history of domestic abuse in Patton and Reagan's relationship, and that the report was not handled as a domestic abuse case. In her log read out to the court, SGT Bailey recorded the incident as clearly a two-sided argument with empty threats. The officers later went to see Reagan, who SGT Bailey said appeared happy. When asked by Coroner Peter Saiji about whether she may have had more professional curiosity about the details of Patton's relationship with Reagan's family had she known of the history of domestic abuse, SGT Bailey said, "Definitely. If I had been aware of this information when I went to see Reagan, I would have asked different questions." Representing the family, Emma Louise Fenelon asked, "Do you recall being told that Daniel, Patton, had threatened to stab Reagan and throw acid in her face multiple times?" SGT Bailey replied, "No." Ms. Fenelon continued, "Is that information you should have been provided with?" SGT Bailey replied, "Yes." A transcript of an interview with Shannon about the April 2018 visit, conducted by the Independent Office for Police Conduct, IOPC, following Reagan's death, was then read to the jury. In it, Shannon said, "I told them, police, that I was scared. I was scared for her, Reagan. I did tell them that I knew that he had gone to court for breaking her nose, and that he was mentally abusive. They said it had to come from her." SGT Bailey said she did not recall Shannon mentioning Patton's abusive history to her during the visit. When asked if there was a missed opportunity for the police to gain further information during the course of the visit, DC Morris said, "Yes, possibly, yes. The inquest continues."